Hey pen people, let's talk about why fountain pens are better than ballpoint pens. Now, if you're a seasoned fountain pen user, you might be saying, duh, fountain pens are just better than ballpoints, I already know that. But I'm curious to see if any of the reasons I mention are new to you. Maybe you'll discover a talking point you can use the next time you're trying to convince a friend to get a fountain pen. Or if I missed any reasons that you can think of, I'd love to hear about them. And if you're looking into fountain pens for the first time, or maybe you're considering coming back to them after spending years in the ballpoint world, maybe this video can convince you to finally take that plunge down the breather hole. Fair warning, it's a deep hole. You may never come out. Okay, without further ado, here are 7 reasons fountain pens are better than ballpoints. Reason number 1. Fountain pens just make your handwriting look better. They put a richer line on the page, and I feel like they help to smooth out any inconsistencies or imperfections that are so readily seen when you're using a ballpoint pen. Reason number 2, you don't have to put any pressure on a good fountain pen to get it to write well, and that makes it really good for long writing sessions. You don't have to worry as much about fatigue in your joints and muscles. Reason number 3. With ballpoint pens, you don't have a lot of ink options. There's black, there's blue, those are kind of the standard ones. Maybe you can get a red one or maybe a green one, but there's just not really a whole lot out there. But with fountain pens, you can choose from literally thousands of different inks made by dozens and dozens of different companies. And each fountain pen ink has its own unique properties. Some are waterproof. Some have shimmering particles added to give the ink a sparkly look. Some inks dry with a metallic sheen to them. One of my inks is freeze resistant for writing in the cold. And I even have an invisible ink that glows under a black light. Number 4, it's easy to check your ink level. Not all, but a lot of ballpoint refills are metal and therefore opaque. So although they last forever, I'm always really concerned that when I'm using a ballpoint, the ink's just gonna run dry right when I need it the most. But with most fountain pens, you can just open them up and check the ink level in your cartridge or converter. And although you burn through ink faster with a fountain pen than you do with a ballpoint pen, at least it's easy to just check really quick and see where you're at. And if you need to, it's easy to refill before your next big writing session. Before moving on to reasons 5, 6, and 7, please consider hitting the like button so this video can spread to more people who might be interested in fountain pens. Okay, reason number 5, with ballpoint pens, you're pretty limited on the size of your writing tip. You can get them really fine, which is nice, but you can only get them so broad, so you're kind of limited on the sizing options when it comes to ballpoint pens. With fountain pens, not only is there a bigger range of size, from extra fine to broad and sometimes double and triple broad, but you can also get flex nibs and stub nibs, architect nibs, stacked nibs, all different kinds of nibs that can give your handwriting a unique flair. They can help you with calligraphy, all that kind of stuff. One of the misconceptions I see about fountain pens is that people automatically assume that a fountain pen is a calligraphy pen, but that's not the case. But you can get fountain pens that have a calligraphy style nib if you want to. So fountain pens have a tremendous range of versatility and personality that I feel like is lacking on the ballpoint side of things. Reason number 6, because fountain pens are infinitely refillable, they can be better for the environment than disposable ballpoints and their disposable refills. Fountain pens definitely come with an environmental toll, but I don't feel like it's as dramatic as with ballpoints. And that's especially true if you're using refillable cartridge converters rather than disposable cartridges in your fountain pen. Okay, last but not least, reason number 7, and this is related to number 6. Another reason that fountain pens can be more beneficial for the environment is because if you get a good one, it can last you for years, if not a lifetime. And you don't have to spend hundreds of dollars to get a nice fountain pen. You can get a good one for around $20 to $50. I know that might sound like a lot compared to standard ballpoint prices, but I think you'll find that it's worth it. And if you want to know what budget-friendly fountain pens I recommend, check out this video. You might find something there that you're really gonna love. Let me know if you have any questions, and I'll talk to you later.